you don't know who's going to shoot up in those stained glass windows and what's gonna come running through there. That's ridiculous. So to have to live like this is like you living on edge every day, and with nobody doing anything about it. And so that's my thought on it. But I was listening to what yes, this y'all community applies, whatever the name is. Plies said he was recently on a flight, and he said he was kind of like in the middle, but it was two white women having a conversation. And he said one woman said that she was a diehard conservative, and he said he said he just listened, and then another woman said she was a liberal. And so he said he wasn't exactly sure what the definition for conservative and what a liberal was. So he said when he got back to his car, he looked it up. And he said he looked up and he showed on his phone the definition. He said of a conservative, have somebody have conservative views. He said that read, and I'm going to paraphrase his definition. He said, but that read is that conservatives don't want any change. They like the status quo, the way things are, and nothing grows, nothing changes, nothing. Everything stays the same. But for a liberal is a person that's open to change, open to conversations, for changing things, and open to growth. So he said, that's piece of, so people didn't really know what the definition was. I hope they learned. So people say they're conservative. I mean, I've always known that. But I mean, when he did, I mean, it was plain and for people to understand. So when you people say, because conservatives don't, have you ever heard of conservatives say they won't change? Because I've really never heard that. That was interesting. So I've never really heard that.
I've never. Yeah.
I know that they have conservative values on certain things, but I've never heard it put quite that way. And I think that was pretty good. I think that was good. So Plies, good for you. Good for you. I mean, Plies have been going off on about the state shooting, about the Tennessee state shooting, now on this one. And that's when he just said, why don't you all just leave us alone? But the fact of the matter is, they're never going to leave us black folk alone. Because you know what? Because they fear us. They fear becoming, the minority. They fear going into distinction. That's their biggest fear. So in order to stop for their population to stop growing, they want to take away women's rights, just the whole nine. But they think people don't see that and don't know that. But we all see that and know that. I don't know why other women aren't as furious about that, but okay, all right. That's fight. That's fight. He there. Hey, Dr. Fight, go ahead and continue.
No, I don't have much more to add.
Dr. Fight said that he agreed with me. So on this day, September 29, 2025, let's put that in our book.
Well, no wonder it's hot.
That's why it's still hot, right? Because Dr. Fight agreed with moi.
Well, I think the
Okay.
thing is, what we all got to realize is, for so long we have been trying to figure out how to live in harmony. America is one of the only, well, it's probably the only place on the planet that the people are different. Anywhere else you go, everybody else looks the same. They grew up the same. They have the same culture. They have the same ways of life. But America is a melting pot of people, and we have yet to figure out how do we all respect one another in your views and your ways of life, even though they may be different from mine. And since we have yet to figure that out, we can't model it after any other country because no other country has the kind of diversity that America has.
Hmm.
And that's what creates the difficult respect for one another in the spaces because we want everybody to be like us.
Do we really though? Do we really
Yeah.
though?
I mean, we want people to think like we think, act like we act, talk like we talk, respect our cultures and our foods and everything. But to be honest with you, what I'm saying, we just got to respect differences. And I respect differences because there ain't no way in no part of the world, anywhere in life, where I am going to eat pumpkin pie. That ain't
Mm-mm.
ever. That ain't ever. Ain't never gonna happen.
I second that one.
What is so funny is that we have this conversation the weekend. We talk about the pumpkin pie,
Okay.
and I agree with you. I said I'm just never going to like pumpkin pie. I've tried it. People have
Yeah.
I've been given baked pies. I've been given homemade pumpkin
You know.
pies. I just can't stand the taste of it.
You
I don't
know.
like the smell of a pumpkin. I'm
You
gonna be honest.
know. I have a friend, and she's white. She offended me because she's like, pumpkin pie tastes just like sweet potato pie. I said, no, don't. Don't tell that a lot of
That's
people.
fair yeah, propaganda and stories you tell.
Yes,
I was
yes.
like, don't tell that a lot of people.
So what you need to do is give her a sweet potato pie over the holidays, and say, here, try
I
this
ain't
and
giving
try a
her.
pumpkin pie.
You waste your time.
You, I ain't giving her nothing.
I'm just
Because all she gonna do, then she gonna further offend me. Because then she gonna put a Cool Whip on top of it. Yeah, so no,
well, you ain't got to be offended because people put Cool Whip on top of a sweet potato pie.
if my pie has flavor, there's no reason for Cool Whip.
Because Cool Whip has no flavor. Cool Whip is just it
Do you
just
know
has
how?
sugar.
Do you know how offensive that is? Don't do that.
Well, I like I said, I've tried pumpkin pie, and I just want people to understand. Because here's the thing: when I was teaching, remember we did a feast for the students for the school, and I made sweet potato pies, and we had a couple of Caucasian teachers that were in the building. They was like, "This don't taste like pumpkin pie." So that's because it's not. It's sweet potato pie. They're like, "This is really good." I'm like, "Really? You think so?" It's like, "Oh my god." They had never had sweet potato pie before. It was always pumpkin pie. And these were not young women.
I'm just, you you know you say stick to the status quo. Status quo. Pumpkin pie.
Well, that's what they
Uh,
know.
the potato salad with the raisins. I'm trying to figure that one out. But the green bean casserole. Those are their status quo.
Well, I will say this. I said it. My friend Tim, and Tim is a white guy, and I always Tim and I always say we got the same. We think a lot alike. We just from different mothers. But Tim said he makes the best potato salad ever, and he has olives. He adds olives to his potato salad. I said I can't.
Huh?
I said I can't eat that, Tim. I said first of all I can't. I said I don't like olives.
Olive.
Yeah, he said you haven't had mine though. I said okay. Well, I'm just telling you right now. I don't like to eat no potato salad with no olives in it.
I might let the olives slide. I can't.
It depends on how deep you bury the olives in the potato salad.
I
I've seen some with
I might let
potatoes.
that one pass, but when you go the raisins in the potato
Yeah,
salad,
he
I
said
got a
no.
whole problem.
No, he said no. He do the olives.
I,
Dr. Fight, have you eaten potato salad with olives in it?
No, listen. First of all, if you got anything purple or dark in potato salads, it must be dirt,
Uh,
roaches, or something.
oh my
Either
god.
way, I don't care what it is. It ain't supposed to be eaten, and you ain't supposed to call it potato salad. You might call it like a fruit salad or something. But you don't disrespect potato salad by putting in fruits
Listen,
and vegetables.
I,
That ain't.
Tim swears. He said, "El, when you try my potato salad, you'll like it." I said, first of all, I can't stand olives because they make me upchuck.
look,
So the fact that you put it in with mayo and mustard
and,
and all kind of egg and other stuff, me personally, I don't even put egg in my potato salad.
look,
I will kind of like I would decorate it a little bit with a couple of eggs on top, but I don't even put egg inside because I don't like egg potato salad like
look,
that.
you know how somebody I've seen raisins and potato salad.
Them boogers.
And that was I walked up and who put boogers in the potato salad?
or a big fly.
Right. I was like,
Oh my god.
and I'm like, great, it's good. You guys, I'm like, don't nobody eat no raisins in their potato salad.
Yeah.
And they got back and they said, why you call them boogers? I think they look like boogers or bugs, whatever it don't belong
I
in
don't
there.
think about the texture of potato salad. You have soft potato salad. The potato salad is kind of soft.
A
And
raisin
then you
is
got
dry.
this dry, and then it's the texture.
It's like it's full of what, dry cranberry or something?
If they get the dark raisins or the cranberry,
I don't know
whatever
what
it
it
is. But yeah,
What's the first question? What's the first question we ask when you show up to the cookout?
who bought potato salad or who makes potato salad?
Who made that is the most important question because that will determine
If I'm eating.
moving forward if I'm eating or not.
Because
The
some
first,
people in the family can't make potato salad. You're like, yeah, no, I'm gonna pass on that one.
now,
Yeah.
listen, I'm not opposed to interracial relationships, but we got them in all our families. We got them, and then you got that one person that ain't wasn't raised in your family. They
Mm.
want to try to contribute, and they feel like now they part of the family since they married into the family. Well,
Hey, is there
sweetheart,
anything I can bring to help you out? Yeah, a case
you
of
take
soda.
the plates. You can bring the plate. Stay away from the food.
You know, it's the place, the napkins, or a case of soda.
or you
The
all people
cup.
guys should say, you know what? Can you make the
No, don't
salad?
even bring the sodas because some of these people don't even be bringing the right sodas nowadays. They be getting these off name brand sodas and all
Oh,
this
where it's
other
like
stuff.
where it,
Where's
where
like, where's like the Fago or something?
no, it ain't, no, Fago has a brand. I'm talking about when it just say cola.
Yeah,
Like
these swashers sodas and stuff
right,
like that. These
you know,
sodas that's 35 cents a can.
You know
They
what? You
don't
know
even
what? Oh
quite
God,
fizz
no.
all the way together. They don't
you know,
even. They don't. It tastes like it's flat. You
when
know?
you open it,
That's a bad. That's a
you
bad
know how
feeling.
some sodas you open it, you hit it when you open it.
It's supposed to hit like the little fins in it
Right.
once you crack the lid. Yeah.
Some of these sodas they bring you open, it's just nothing. You
Carbonated water.
It's some sugar water. Man.
like
Wait,
How you gonna bring carbonated water to the?
see, when you know people in your family can't cook, uh, you have to say specifically what kind of soda you want. Or see, my family
I,
will say, and don't bring them cheap. What the mother was apple something, apple wood, apple wine. What is it?
Wildwood.
Okay, wildwood. Yeah, and don't bring those either. Yeah. We always say Costco. You can get them from Costco. They have a name brand. You can go there and buy a case
Hey,
soda
hey,
for like under $20.
hey, Costco sells the Fago brand, okay?
Really?
Fago,
They started to the
yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, it's the three. So it's like you have Pepsi, the Sprite, Serum, and then you have the Fago. Either way, I will take a Fago over that stuff they find.
Mm.
Because some of that, it just, some of that stuff, you know, came like way back in the day where it just say cola or grape.
And some people don't have any shame. I think you know what you should have shame when you showing up to somebody's house for a gathering. You should have a little bit of shame and say, you know what? Oh, they bought so and so. Or they bought this. This was really good. How you not have this? You know why it is? You don't have any shame. It's because you normally don't bring anything. So the fact that you bringing something for the first time, they probably think they're jamming. They probably like, oh yeah, they contribute this time. Because sometimes people don't
Well,
contribute.
hey, if you don't know exactly what to bring, you can't go wrong with napkins or plates.
And then he go, because the holidays are upon us. So if you taking a dish for a family, can you make more than a half an empty pan? People go and they get those aluminum pans, and they don't even get the long pan, the full size one. They get the half size, and then it's not even full to the top. So if you go into an event and it's going to be at least 20 people there, and you're going to take the half pan, can you make sure it's at least filled to the top?
Man.
Okay, because that's not okay. I always when we cook my sister, we always God knows my sister go before God. No.
And they always tell them y'all go overboard. No, you all don't go enough.
Right. They always say because I bet you all even pack you some plates and for lunch for next week
Right.
and all that stuff. So I always gonna bring enough. My mother always said, if you're gonna do it right or don't do it at all.
Because here's the thing. You know, in every family got them particular family members.
That's always gonna take them some
No,
food.
no. Hold on. I'm setting the stage. Give me a minute.
Oh, okay.
That
Set
you
the stage.
that you ain't saying about 2-3 years, and all of a sudden they pop up and like, hey, how you doing? And all while they just packing your food up, and you looking like, what?
Yeah, I never really understood the fact that when you come to someone's house, the first thing you do is you pack you a couple of plates.
You pack up plates, take that, then you come back like, okay, now I'm gonna eat.
Right.
You just took 50 plates to your car.
That is so inappropriate. If anybody ever told you all that, don't walk in someone's house and pack you some plates up, take them to the car, and then come back and say, now I'm going to sit down and eat. So inappropriate.
And
not
here's
cool.
the thing. You all don't pack like a normal plate.
Oh, no, they run them over.
You know, say if somebody make meatloaf, you got the meatloaf stacked like a meatloaf. Interrupting the people that's trying to be decent and eat the food before they pack up. You just come and got you a meat mountain. Like, excuse you?
Yes. And keep in mind, we talk from experience because we experienced. I was like, what? I was like, wow.
Then you go over there and it's like barely anything left, and you sitting up there. Ooh, this food good. I bet it's gonna be good today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
For the whole rest of the week, you got breakfast, you got your lunch, you take your work. Right, exactly. No etiquette. Learn some etiquette, and then so I think somebody had a conversation, and they was like, "Oh no, that's not what we're saying. No, that's what you're saying. That is wrong." That person was like, "No, it's not wrong to take a pack of plate and home. It is when you walk in and you do that first." Instead of sitting down
and having
talking, right, and talking, and then go fix you something to eat. The first thing you do is march over to the food, pack you a couple of plates for you and your whole damn family,
then
take it to the car.
Or let whoever hosted say, "Hey, we get ready to leave. Okay, y'all get a plate. Then that's when you get a plate. Is when somebody offer like, "How would you get a plate?" You just don't pack up people.
As you all probably can tell, Brown, I have experienced this a lot, and this is the issue that we have when we get. But here's the thing: people know when you go to a certain person's house, they know when to do it and when not to do it. Because when you come to my house, that's a negatory. That's no. That we do not head to the table to pack plates. That's a no. Because we have a whole lot of food on the table, and it's gonna be more than enough for people to have seconds, and then at the end you make feel free, but not when you walk in the door.
Look there. Our Christmas parties, when we have Christmas holiday parties, we would have 3 tables
of food, right?
Food.
Yeah.
Why? Because she always went overboard. Good Lord,
right, my sister.
Yeah, she would come with she would have a whole table of food just for her.
She would come with the coolers and she bring the food in,
right, and then the big long pan,
right, and then the chafers to warm the food up in. But I would too. I said, yeah, we'd have like bigger oversized turkeys or 2 ham. It was always an abundance of food,
which was never ready for you to come in and pack a plate.
Food, right. But
that's not so. The packing plate is the issue. My whole thing is you ain't seen nobody in 2 years.
Right. Yep.
That's why. So everybody know that you only come to get some food because you ain't seen nobody in 2 years. Ain't called nobody nothing.
Dr. Fight, jump on in there. You know we going off. Jump on in there when you feel like it.
Saying.
Well, I'm just, what we all got to realize and understand about when it comes to uh food at black gatherings, food is the most important ingredient of this gathering. Like we not here because of the holiday. We here because of the food. Like if there was no food being served, we wouldn't be here. Like we gotta realize that food is the most important ingredient and the reason why we are all here. So if you mess up the food, that's the reason why we're here. There ain't no like why?
You can't tell me that you walk in wherever you are going to have dinner. You can't tell me you walk in, you say, "Hey y'all, how you doing?" And me to go to the food table. You can't tell me that you do that.
Huh? Well, I mean, first of all, if there is no food involved, then what
that part.
what we doing? You might as well cancel the event. We not eating. Then what we can playing cards and socialize. Well, I'm about to leave because I'm hungry.
Oh
Like
my
I
God.
didn't eat today because I plan on eating when I got here. So like
What in that instance, pretty much black folks pretty much know if you inviting people over to your house for something, you gotta have food. You gotta have something. You gotta have food.
Now that's a lesson that our lovely friend hasn't learned yet. Because they have like the basic. They go buy them a couple. They buy a veggie tray, and they call it a charcuterie tray.
Some of our counterpart friends.
Yes. And things like that. And you walking like, where's the food? That is the food. That's the food.
Oh, the charcuterie tray with the cheese and the crackers and the meat.
I had a particular job, and every time we had a meeting, if they did not go buy that $10 tray from Mariano's, where it was like the pepperoni and the salami and the Ritz crackers.
Well, they don't want you all to get full and fall asleep. It was just a snack.
They did that for a holiday party. Don't give me that.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying. If that's all you gonna have, I'm gonna take that. Just count me out.
I will say that anytime, and that's just who I am. Anytime, because when I was teaching, we'd always have a holiday party. Brianna can attest to that. Well, I would be up cooking like most of the night, packing up. My car would be full to the brim. Get to the school, take the stuff out. We always had. And then I'm like, Miss Ellen, you made up. Yeah, yes, I did. And some other teachers will make some other food as well. But you cannot. I just don't have stuff in what I do. It ain't in my nature.
But there's so many things you can do.
You can go buy stuff,
like make life easier. You can go buy a big old piece of brisket.
Right.
And have a slow cooker.
And you can cook it all night. Exactly.
I mean, and you buy the roast. This is like easy work.
Yep.
And yeah,
I talked to Chadwick because she know all of my tricks. That's what I do. I will go back because suck at
you
me.
know,
Put that
I
bad boy
know.
in the oven, turn the oven on all night, go to bed, wake up, it's completely done.
You
Like I've been
know,
cooking all night.
you know, got the juices.
Yep.
That's just main thing. You know, there's honey baked ham. If you want to buy a little turkey breast.
Me, you know, some people gonna go buy honey baked ham. Now I buy, but you know, people ain't gonna go buy
I
honey baked
mean,
ham and honey baked turkey.
I ain't say both. I said you have to be the
Yeah.
one bougie.
And then
But-
when I do buy honey baked ham, you want to come and break. You know, honey baked ham, you get the big old slices of ham. Don't come in my house trying to get them big old chunks of ham because I'm gonna have a whole attitude.
Again, the whole person. Don't come in trying to make a meat mountain on your plate. That's my point.
Yeah, have respect for the host,
Two-
the host, you know, all
You
that
know,
stuff.
2 slices of meat will serve you to start with.
And if you get honey baked, one slice of ham is gonna suffice.
Right, because the ham is like a spiral. So you cut it and it literally just
And here's the other key. The key is when you have the big slices of meat, cut it before the company arrives.
yes.
Slice it because if you don't, people are gonna slice them big chunks. They're gonna be taking your the drumsticks off the turkey. No. Slice that bird and put it all in the tray and let people. Yeah, there you go.
Even when you make a lasagna or any type
Slice
of
it.
casserole,
Slice it.
because if not, they gonna dig the
Yeah.
heart out you.
Look at Dr. Fine like, well, he said they met. What's wrong, Dr.
Yeah.
Fine? Huh?
We were agreeing. We were agreeing very much so. But
Until I talk about food.
you know you are not having a turkey for Thanksgiving.
Oh no, Doctor. I usually have a turkey for Thanksgiving. I usually switch up on Christmas.
It's Christmas when
It's Christmas. I switch
when
up.
she get funny.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say, didn't you have like crab legs or spaghetti one year?
Oh God, no! I despise crab legs. Don't even go there. No.
She stick to Thanksgiving.
I stick to Thanksgiving with the
food.
turkey.
You know.
Yeah.
Now me on Christmas, I make
Remember the lasagna, meatballs, something else on for Christmas. But I do my.
Okay.
Hey,
I can understand that.
Hey, I make a mean lasagna.
Yeah, she did make a good lasagna. I will say. Not many things she cooked really well, but lasagna is one of them. She ain't really learned. Okay.
Not you just threw shade like that.
Brianna, first of all, is a dessert cooker.
First of all, I'm more of a baker.
Right, exactly. I'm sorry,
baker.
Savory is not really her forte. But when she cooks, she do all right.
And for most people, bake when you bake more than you, that's just a thing. But she has to make. I can bake my behind though.
She can make. I have not. When she want to say I'm baking so half added. Because the most I'm gonna make probably is a sweet potato pie, and because now I'm gonna make a cake every now and then, but they pick up my cakes because I make them extra big.
Yes,
so they only want me to make the cake. So whatever. I usually have like a 4-layer cake. They were like, "What in the world?"
Claim jumper.
That's what Bernie's calling claim jumper cakes.
I make the cupcakes. I do strawberry cupcakes. I think one time I did like a that's what I want to do. I want to do a pistachio cupcake.
And I would love that because I love anything pistachio.
I saw a recipe.
I need you to work on that.
I saw a recipe, and man, that thing was good.
I need you to work on those for the holiday because I need my pistachio cupcake. You handle that.
So but how that's gonna do? I'm gonna do
the movie Cars, where Mater thought that what was that? I can't remember the name of it, but he thought it was pistachio, and it wasn't. It was,
I remember that.
Was it mint or something?
Wasabi. That's right. My wife.
Okay.
But so I'm getting into the holiday. I'm gonna do sweet potato cupcakes. I'm doing pistachio cupcake. That's all for you. I'm making 1 dozen. That's all for you.
Yeah, that's what I said. That means that I don't have to cook the sweet potato pie, so that takes from me. So I just cook the savory stuff.
Yeah, they did they showed the pistachio and it was like nice and it wasn't like crazy green.
You make some pistachio ice cream and go with those pistachio cupcakes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do pistachio icing.
Okay.
It's a pistachio shake. This pistachio.
Oh, that's you.
And put it.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Man, I cannot. When I see pistachio ice cream and have my little nuts in it, that just makes.
But yeah, them pistachio. That's all for you. I'm not a fan.
Okay. Well, I love it. Everybody eat it too.
So I'm trying to think of that. I'm thinking. Should I do German chocolate?
I told you to do German chocolate. See, I don't think you can make the German chocolate cake. Oh, I was gonna do a carrot cake. Now, which one? I can do the carrot cake.
I'll do carrot cake.
Okay, I'll do carrot.
No, carrot. I'll do carrot cake.
Okay, she do all the sweets.
I told you you're not baking.
Okay.
Cause you're baking all right. But,
My bacon is okay. I mean, I'm good with pies. Anything pie. Well, my cake is not bad.
Yeah.
My cake ain't
But
bad.
you gotta admit, my cake be fluffy. That
I
gets
you right.
fluffy.
You handle that. All right. Is it what's that? What's that time? Oh, all right. Let's take a break. We're gonna take a
Sure.
musical break, and then we're gonna come right back. All right, you guys, Frank and Greg, we're gonna come right back.
You don't know y'all muted, right? No. Do y'all know y'all muted still? Y'all not talking to me? I ain't talking to you either.
Next thing was thinking.
Go ahead.
All right, you guys, welcome back after our music break. That was Chris Brown,
Chris Brown residual.
Chris Brown residual, and Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga. What's on?
Huh.
Chris. Oh,
Lady Gaga broke that was the smile.
oh, that was Smile. Today you all go. There's our music break. Hope you guys are tuning in to KELM Radio. Yay! With some of our other affiliates that joining us. So thank you so much. We are back, and at this time of the program, Dr. Fight is up next, right?
Yeah.
On the couch with Dr. Fight. Dr. Fight always has a lot. So let's see what he's talking about today. Come on, Dr. Fight.
Brianna,
Brian, Dr. Fight got
Yes.
something for you, I'm sure.
Yes.
I'm
I
sure.
text you.
Hold on. I had my phone. Hold on.
Man, this app today is tripping. I don't know what it's doing.
Well, let me say this. So L
Uh-huh.
few months back talked about, y'all going through a pastoral transition, right?
Who?
A pastor transition.
Oh, okay. I'm like, huh?
Yeah. So, y'all went through a pastor transition, and a lot of churches, there's a lot of churches in the world today. There are by far 4 times as many churches in cities and states across the globe than at any point in human history. We have more churches. Like you can drive down one street in America
Uh-huh.
and run into like 8 churches.
Yep.
It's it's uh it's something that is very pervasive in our society right now. So at some point, most of these churches are going to have to figure out when their pastor retires or quits or step aside, who's going to take the reins of that church?
Hmm.
And the new person that comes, are the people are the people going to be willing to stay
Back on.
with this new person?
Mhm.
Okay.
That's the question that people got to answer. Because I came to this ministry under the previous pastor. Now, will I stay with the new pastor? And so, are you loyal to the church? Are you loyal to the pastor?
That's a good question. Dr. Fight said, our church went through some issues. So he said, are you loyal to the new pastor that's coming, or are you loyal to the pastor or loyal to the church? And for me, I, I I was open to the new pastor. I really was. Because then but when I started hearing the things that he had done, I was like, and I didn't even believe it right off the bat.
Okay. Dr. Faye ready for his video
Dr.
next?
Fox, you ready for your video?
Yeah, because now I want you to answer that same question with this in mind when she about to show you.
Okay.
Leaders like Reverend Terry as an example.
I don't think that a gay man should be a spiritual leader because it's an abomination.
I think it's very important to have strong, confident leaders like Reverend Terry as an example.
I think that that would be disruptive. A gay man is pastoring a church.
Let me ask you something, Daddy. Do you think that God is pleased with Derek today?
Very.
Mama?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. I don't think he could have been great.
I don't think that a gay man should be a spiritual leader because it's an abomination.
I think it's very
A gay man be your pastor.
No. It was just replaying, but I had to share it quickly.
Okay.
All right. After you, Will.
That's a good question. That is a deep question. I mean, that's always in the black church for seriously.
A loaded question.
That's always like a loaded question. Yeah, like about oh. Personally, I think people should keep their personal thoughts about somebody's bedroom or their personal activities. That's between them and God. So but that does that change the fact that he can lead a congregation? I don't think your sexual orientation should change how you lead the church. That's how I'm gonna say that. It's not my business whether I agree with how you live your life in that way. It's not my business what goes on in your bedroom. And I mean, people always comment on it, but I'm not going to spend my days and nights thinking about it and throwing daggers in your way because I may not agree with your lifestyle. Not my business. As long as here's what I'm saying: if you pastor and you are preaching a message and a word and it's the right way, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that because I don't that's between you and God. When we all meet our maker, I always say this time and time again. Nobody can stand in your place. You have to go stand in yourself and take accountability for what you have done or said throughout your life. That's just what it is. There you go, Dr. Fight. I answered it.
So
Mm-hmm.
if your pastor came out and said that he was wrestling with homosexuality, you going to church next Sunday?
Probably. Probably. And I know people are gonna talk about it and they're gonna have a whole lot to say about it. But as I just said, I said that's not that's me passing judgment on somebody else. I am a two-legged human being. It's not. I always pass judgment on people anyway in some way, form, or another. But I'm not gonna not come to church because you announced that that you gay. No, I'm not doing that. Would you do it, Brianna?
What?
If your pastor announced in the service that he was gay, would you come to church the next Sunday?
First of all, why does it have to be announced?
Well, that's a good question.
That's my first question. I mean, I just don't feel things like if you're a pastor and that's your personal life, I don't need to know what goes on in your bedroom.
Right, but the reason why it was probably announced is because maybe people out in town saw him, dating a guy or whatever, and they thought that he needed to address it. So that would be
Well,
that.
it's probably announced because you're gonna start seeing
Oh,
his partner show up to church,
Well,
and
yeah.
he would rather let you know that this is the lifestyle he living and up front before, and then some man come to church and they say, "Well, all visitors, please stand," and then the visitors stand and say, you know, the pastor's his partner, and you like partner, like y'all like play tennis together, y'all in the bowling league. What you what you mean partner?
I don't think that's gonna stop me from going to church.
Yeah, I don't
next
think. Yeah, I
Sunday.
said that too. That's not gonna stop me from
Now,
going to church on
now,
Sunday.
now I'm gonna have an issue if you start relating your sermons to your lifestyle. Then I'm gonna have an issue.
Good point, right there. Good point. Good point.
Oh, so if he preaching that gay is okay, I
We know
mean that.
we know the Bible does not say that. We know the Bible does not say that. But on the same token,
But that's just gonna
there,
make me a little uncomfortable.
there was a lot of things that stuff like that was done during biblical, early times. So we do know that too.
I look, I pastor a mainline traditional black church, and gay ain't okay. I'm sorry, it ain't. Lesbian ain't okay. Trans ain't okay. It ain't like I passed the majority of my congregation old folk,
Now
and these old mothers of the church
Uh-uh.
is not and will not
now I,
accept.
now I will say the transgender. That's a step too far.
Well, I have issues with the whole trans thing
I
anyway.
understand everybody's supposed to get, but when you go to change it fundamentally what God made you to be, and say that was a mistake, okay, we got a problem. 'Cause I just don't understand how. And then the kicker part is then you still equate like, well, God understands and that's okay, huh?
Well, see, that's when you have not really read the Bible.
God made like that's a
But
whole.
the right said there was a lot of sinning going on in the Bible. So let's act like it wasn't no sin and all of that
I
stuff.
understand. I'm just saying, people not take that and it just goes the whole
Again, I have my issue with the whole trans. If you're gonna be transgender, to me, I don't need you to walk around with women clothing on and then you still have male parts. I disagree with completely. If you're going to become that, I mean, then go all the way with it, but don't mess around with it. Well, what did we say and lean on me? Don't f around with it. Just do the whole thing.
yeah.
They can't afford the whole thing.
But, okay, so you mean to tell me you're gonna walk around with here? This is what I see: the men with the long hair, and then you have a facial hair, but then you have a dress on. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Some of them doesn't even have the money.
That's like froze again. Go ahead.
I'm just that's a whole lot.
Right. Even if you don't have the
So
money,
those are pills. Yeah, those are pills you pay for in order to your hormones to develop, you know, in that area.
okay, but why? But why still
Why
wear
the facial
what?
hair?
Right. Why the facial hair, the long hair? Why all of that?
I mean, you was running late this morning. You couldn't shave.
No. These
Like
be like full groom beards.
like I'm
That
talking
they
about
still. What's the one guy named the one designer, and he's the black guy, and he has the long hair, and oh my God, what is his name?
he's on Project Runway,
You,
but he still got this.
and he still got the goatee, right?
Like,
Yeah, but he has the big long dresses on and all that stuff. Like, and the hair is long and straight. And, what you doing, boo? What
like,
are you?
like if you gonna go, here's my thing. If you gonna go all the way, go all the way. I don't want to see. My thing is you walking down the street and you got a goatee,
Yep,
the long hair,
yep.
and then the kid walks past like, "Mommy, why are they looking like a girl but they got this?"
Right,
Now
right.
you making the parent have to explain the whole situation. They don't want to explain just yet.
So if a kid grew up and say, "Oh, you're one
Hey,
of those weird people," then you did that. Here's the thing: when I was
hey,
growing up,
listen. Let me explain to you. I'm that parent. My daughter. I'm just leaving gymnastics, heading to the house. I got a meeting at 8 o'clock, but I I was, with my daughter. We was at the fair, and there was one of them out there, and she said, "Daddy, is that a man or a woman?" I
mm,
said, "Maya, mental health is real." And we kept walking. Now, some people may not like my choice of answer. However, I think my answer was right on point because mental health is a situation in today's country. And until we address that, people are going to be mentally unhealthy with their sexuality. And so I told my daughter mental health is real. And that was the end of the conversation for me.
but you know you're gonna have to circle back to that conversation again at some point.
Well, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. You can only jump one hurdle at a time.
Right. She's the age where that that works. Now maybe she went to teenager, then she gonna want to know a little bit more.
because more likely she's gonna probably start seeing it in her schools. And again, now there's the part that I disagree with when things spill over into schools. I don't think parents should allow. I don't think schools should allow kids to, if they're going through that situation, to stay at home. I don't.
Stay at home.
Yeah, yeah, you stay at home. Yeah.
That's
I,
not what's gonna happen, hell.
I don't think kids should be mixing it in the locker rooms, like the child is going through want to be a girl, but you're a boy, you go into the girls' locker room. No, no. And I'm gonna stand firm on that. When Braden starts to look, don't be exposed to them to all that stuff.
More importantly, like the gender neutral toys.
Yeah. Oh no, we don't do those. Yeah, we don't do those. We
All
don't.
that.
Yeah, we
It's
don't.
just it's just a doll. My
What?
child, my little boy is not playing with no doll.
Right.
Okay?
Exactly. Put that down. No, we don't do that.
He likes
So
trucks
Thomas, I don't
and
know if Thomas saw the video. He's commenting. Thomas, the what we're talking about right now is spanned from a video where a man was the pastor of a black church, and he's gay. He's a homosexual,
Mhm.
and you had certain members who disagreed with it, and certain members that said we just need strong leaders,
that's
and
what he's saying.
and so now we've gone down this rabbit hole, and it's a good rabbit hole because now we've gotten to how it affects our children.
Mhm.
And the truth of the matter is, we deal with it every week when we take our daughter to gymnastics. There are two little boys, they're brothers
Mhm.
they're not in her gymnastics class. Their older sister is in my daughter's gymnastic class, but since their classes before my daughter's class, they're still there. But these two little boys have on leotards.
Mhm.
Now one of the boys have on shorts over his leotard. The other boy just has the whole entire just leotard on,
Mhm.
and is happily running. Now these little boys are like 4 or 5 years old. And so I don't think they know any better, but they mother and father
No
is
better.
putting this on them,
Right.
and
Right.
you know better.
Right.
Like, I don't care what he says. Oh, well, my sister got it. I want to wear it. Okay, well, first of all, there's we want to talk about gender neutral stuff. There's
Mhm.
gender specific clothing. All right,
Yes. Right.
the gender specific is you know you got to understand there are certain things like t-shirts. Men and women can wear t-shirts,
Right.
but blouses, only women wear blouses.
There
You know
you
what I'm
go.
saying?
Yeah.
That's,
And here's the thing.
it's
There are
gender
some.
specific.
There are some guys who do gymnastics, and they have on just the pants, the tights, right? They do the tights and maybe like a
Or
shirt or something,
or they do shorts and
but
most
it's
of
but
the
it's not
time
a full leotard. It's not a full
most of the time
leotard.
it's shorts and a t-shirt.
It,
That's what it should
it was funny because that's why I bring this up because on the weekend, they played some of the old Bernie Mac episodes, and Jordan was doing a ribbon turning thing.
be.
He joined his sister's
Hmm.
gymnastics team, and he was doing the ribbon thing, and Bernie then was so embarrassed. But then when you saw the little outfit that he had on, it was the leotard. I mean the pants or whatever they call them, the
Right.
tights or whatever, but they were made for males. So
They
the fact that these little boys
Tom,
are running around in a full leotard I would be like, and that's the parent issue. That's not the child.
I mean
That's the parent's fault.
even
Thomas said Charlie Murphy and Prince wore blouses.
We know Prince did. We know, but here's the thing. They were grown men. They could handle whatever people said about
but
them.
but
Those are
more
grown men.
but more we're gonna go here. Prince also Prince was still Prince still was a man. Prince didn't walk around no skirt,
He wore the heels,
but he was short.
but he still wore the heels.
Yeah, but did you ever look at Prince and
Yeah, he
think
was short.
other than
But I never looked at Prince and said he was gay. I never looked at him in that way. But now maybe Prince
now,
probably did like
now did
different
Prince
stuff. So
now did Prince like the hair? And now Prince tripped everybody out the Super Bowl because Prince whipped out a scarf while he performed at the Super Bowl and this was raining. I was like, oh my god, okay.
But I've never looked at him in that. I never looked at him that way. Like people say, well, Michael Jackson was gay. Maybe Michael was. Maybe it didn't. I really don't know. I don't know about that.
But here's my thing: why the leotards and nothing on the bottom? Like I get for the little girl,
Right. But for the little boy, right? That's what I'm saying. He's like they're maybe like 4 or 5 years of age. That is a parenting issue. That's the parents' fault. You mean to tell me you can't go and find because there are males that do gymnastics. We've seen that. So there are items for males to wear.
right?
And even if she said, well, we can't find any because they're so little, we can find any for their age. Then put a pair of shorts on over that.
Yeah.
But to have the boys walking around with a full leotard on, that's a parenting issue. And you can't say, well, I want my children, I want them to, to be, to be open to all people. You can have your children be open and discuss those things without having your son look like your daughter. Okay.
Okay. Speaking of halftime, who who is Bad Bunny?
Would you like me to explain?
Explain.
I mean, I'm just saying, like this whole Hispanic artist thing. This might be
So
the first halftime I ain't watched in
since you
seven, eight
did it for
years.
me, so bad. I think the last so Bad Bunny is a Puerto Rican rapper. He came out more recently because he said he's on tour right now, but he's doing only international because he didn't want to do U.S. tour days because he was afraid of the ice raids
At his concert.
at his concert. Right. So here's my question: what you gonna do for the Super Bowl?
Because all his rap is Spanish.
My point.
So
Yeah, that's my thing. No need for me to watch. Like
I mean, like,
after after hablo español, hola. After that, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Like
this,
uno,
this, this, this,
dos.
this is what I said to that. But I said so they couldn't find a black one who's gonna do the Super Bowl.
wait, was trying to get Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift already did the Super Bowl. We don't want her anymore.
No, she didn't do the Super Bowl. She never done the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay, but we've seen enough of Taylor.
Right. So they wanted her, but then they went to Bad Bunny. My thing with Bad Bunny, I like Bad Bunny. I listen to some of his music. He's not Super Bowl caliber. Cause I mean,
Because not everyone knows who he is. So
right,
he's not gonna pull in the viewers that they want.
right.
That
No,
he,
they gonna pull in the viewers they want. So the NFL is doing this very specific in order to appeal to a Hispanic audience. So what Taylor Swift did for the NFL is bring the median age watcher down,
Went
and it expanded the gender watcher up.
right.
So, I think before the Taylor Swift craze, the median age was roughly like 55 that watch the NFL consistently on a regular basis.
uh-huh.
So the NFL was blessed by the fact that Taylor Swift, that's why they were intentionally putting her, even when the play ain't had nothing to do with Travis Kelsey, they still was putting her on the screen because they were trying to, appeal to a younger audience. The NFL has been very specific over the last 5 to 7 years of trying to broaden their fan base. This is why they've been playing games in Ireland, playing games in Europe. Playing games in different parts of the globe, Spain and other areas that they have intentionally played games at because they've been trying to expand their viewership. So this is not just a expansion of Hispanics watching football, but now it's also a political move with the whole ICE and everything going on with Donald Trump and the federal government about all of that. So the NFL wants to get on that train, and this is a publicity stunt by having him do the national anthem. Now, two things I'll say about that. Number one, he shouldn't
Wait,
let
wait,
anybody
wait, wait,
use
wait, wait,
him
wait.
as a puppet.
Right, but wait. So I thought he was just doing the halftime show. He's doing the what you call it too?
The what?
No, he's doing
Like,
a halftime show.
okay, so who's doing the what you call it? He said.
The what? I don't know who's doing the actual like the uh thing, national anthem and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I
He
thought that's
doing
why he said he was doing that. Yeah, doing national
no.
anthem.
So
No, he's doing the halftime show. And I think the thing is what most people got to understand is, well, he should understand I shouldn't allow anybody to use me as a puppet. That's number one. Number
Right, right,
two, if
right.
you're gonna be appealing to a race of people by having him come, then why can't y'all allow Colin Kaepernick an opportunity to be able to stand for what he want to stand for without blackballing him? Like this. This
And
trips me out how like they hopscotch across topics.
they do, and then to make it worse, then they use Jay-Z to come out and make a statement.
Oh, the Uncle Tom.
Because I guess everybody was upset. They like Bad Bunny. I've seen it all over social media, like all day. Everybody's like, really, Bad Bunny? And so Jay-Z came out and said on Sunday night, September 28th, the NFL and Rock Nation announced, yeah, like all his songs are in Spanish, but okay. And so this is what Jay Z said. He said, "What Benito has done and continues to do for Puerto Rico is truly inspiring."
He's full of shit.
So, and he said, "We are honored to have him on the world's biggest stage." That's fine. You can be honored to have him, but again,
Well, first of all, it's going to be the smallest viewership or the halftime show in a number of years. That's what's going to happen.
Because I can already tell you, I
right,
ain't watching.
And that's what I'm saying about the Hispanic people. I can't say all of y'all, but you all continue to allow yourselves to be used and to be played. Donald Trump played you and used you just to get elected, and you fell for it. When are you gonna stop being? That's when you gonna stop going to be in that man's ass and stand up for something that's right. Stop allowing yourself to be used. Donald Trump called Puerto Rico, what did he say? A shithole or what? And you still gonna go up there, you're gonna perform for what? So you think that it's gonna do your Puerto Rican people proud when you see how ICE has treated your people. I don't understand the ignorance of it all. It's like, people, can you use a brain? Damn. That's all I gotta say. That was my rant. There y'all go. Y'all had it.
When I saw it,
it is the most ignorant shit I've ever. Oh my God.
Cause when I said Bad Bunny. For the last 3-4 years.
When I heard him rap, I said, "Is any English gonna be in there?" I said, "Who is it now?" Now some of the beats are good. I ain't gonna lie there. Some of the beats are cool, but I'm like, what is he talking about? So you all gonna have a screen up there translating what he's saying in English?
But but think about it, and think about this. Right a month ago, he said he was not doing any U.S. tour dates because he didn't want the ICE raids at his concert, right? Now here you are 2 months later, you're gonna make him the headliner for the Super Bowl.
And you know what's gonna happen because of Donald Trump there? They're gonna have the biggest freaking ICE raids there during the Super Bowl. Watch what I tell you. They're gonna be at the gates. They're gonna be walking through the stands, and they're gonna do that because they have no respect for people. They don't care. They have an agenda. They have a freaking agenda. And their agenda. So they said, well, we're gonna find a mass crowd of maybe illegals is maybe at the Super Bowl. So that's what they're going to do. And Bad Bunny, you are going to stop doing that. Let them find some country Republican do that. Let them go out there and headline that bull crap. But why are you putting your people out there to possibly be targeted by ICE? That's what you're doing. You put a target on their back. You talking about, like you said, Brianna, he's not touring in the States because you don't want any of them to be a target. Well, hell, now you're going to put a big old mass target on their back for the Super Bowl. Oh, okay. Makes sense. Makes a whole lot of sense. What did he say?
He popped out. I think his thing went out.
No, not the comment. Can you click show, please?
Okay, can you stop yelling?
There you go.
Because you irritated.
Yeah, there you go. That's cool. Keep on the screen. That's cool. I like that. Not all, but some. What was the question?
No, it was just different comments he was putting.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So like I said, his beats are cool, but I don't know anything he's saying in Spanish. And this is what Donald Trump he's always doing this. He's always trying to make it look like he's not what everybody knows that he really is. And I don't know who keep falling for the okie doke. That's all. That's my question.
I don't think he has nothing to do with what the NFL decided. I think this is just what the NFL decided.
But why would he accept it though? He didn't have to accept it.
No, absolutely. And like I said, I was reading a report. They said they were trying to get Taylor Swift because she never done the podcast. She wanted like certain, you know how they have like the footage and stuff.
Uh-huh.
She just wanted certain control of the footage or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And so they got in their feelings and they said no. And so then they went to Bad Bunny. So here's the thing: you weren't even first choice. So why would you even take it?
Right. Exactly. So
and going off of just what you said 2 months ago. Again, why would you take it?
No, but that was when people want to make a stance for saying this is whatever's going on, when all the stuff's going on is not right. Then don't let them have a halftime show. Don't do a halftime show, or again find some old Republican country singer, and let them do it. and let them do it. But for me, I said I'm not doing that. That's what I said. When you say you stand, you have to stand for something.
And he
You
said
can't
not
fall for
all,
everything, huh?
And he said not all, but some supported Trump. He said not all Hispanics, but some. But some
Oh
supported
God,
Trump.
I get that. I get that.
Yeah.
But so I was as a black person, I still would be furious.
And I think that's what too. A lot of I think they probably want to keep the trend of what they're doing. I just think nobody, probably black, said yes.
I think that too.
And
I mean,
I could be wrong because I just
because who did they have? Who did we had last year?
Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, Kendrick Lamar, because that was. It want to say really black. You want to say that? Oh, okay. And then who? The year before that, who did we have?
Usher.
Usher. And then the year before that, we had
Rihanna.
And then the year before that, we had who?
Snoop Dogg.
And all them. Oh, that cool. Oh, okay. So therefore, in the last 4 Super Bowls, you've had pretty much black 4 or 5. You've had black folks. Now all of a sudden, you go all the way to Bad Bunny. Why is that? I'm thinking that a lot of black folks they probably asked would not do it. Said I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I won't do it. Don't ask me. And Taylor Swift had her own demands. Taylor Swift will probably pull in that huge crowd that they want. Mm-hmm. But she said she's not going to do it. I don't think it was. I think maybe that might have been part of it. But she could have said too, I'm not going to be. I don't want to, because she made her stance very clear on what she agreed with.
She may not want to be a pawn. I mean,
right.
Which I ain't mad at it.
Right. Because she said in this highly politicized climate, that's not something that I want to do. Even though she came out and made a statement supporting Kamala Harris, who knows, she may have got moved. You might have had some in the audience that might like her, and some may not. She said, I'm not going to put myself in that position. But Bad Bunny, you know what it is? People always say they stand for something until somebody offer them something. You wait something in their face, say that, oh, I can't turn that down. I'm gonna get more people to watch me. They're gonna know who I am. I'm gonna get more offers. Sometimes all money's not all money or all notoriety, whether you get paid or not. It's not always good.
I was gonna say they don't get paid.
Right, but it's not always good. It's not always good for you. So I think he's making a wrong decision, and I hope he changes his mind and back out. Yeah, because that's the only way you're gonna start making statements and people like that. Because they feel like they can control the narrative and they can buy whoever they want to get their point across. And I disagree with that. You can't use me. If I'm allow myself to be used, then damn it, let me do it myself. But I'm not gonna let somebody else use me. Nah. If I'm gonna play, let me play my own self. There you go. Y'all forgot to be a Bad Bunny. And the only reason why I know about him because I heard him. He was on one show or something. I said, brother, who is this? And I said, when is it gonna be in English?
Yeah,
it never happened.
And that's what I'm trying. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, so
what they gonna be doing in the audience, in the stands?
I don't know, but more importantly, what you gonna do about the? Not everybody speaks Spanish, so what you gonna do for the viewers at home that's trying to understand?
And as they said, we won't be watching the halftime show unless you all. He said, unless you all put someone up there that's gonna perform before him. Okay.
He said, I wonder if he will do a performance similar to Kendrick's. Will it be a political statement?
It's interesting.
Maybe.
But hell, I don't care if it's going to be in English. That's all I need to know. My main question, is it going to be in English so that I can understand the statement that you're making?
Apparently not.
If it's not going to be in English, I'm not going to watch it. I don't care. Because I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to.
And keep in mind, it's a lot of Puerto Ricans, right? That they may know a little Spanish or whatever, but they ain't fluent either. It's a lot of Puerto Ricans that's not fluent.
Yeah, I mean, I like his beats, but
I will say that too. I like the beat, and I get ready to figure out what he's trying to say, and I can never understand it.
I mean, if y'all was gonna put somebody, and I know he ain't done nothing while y'all could say Pitbull or Daddy Yankee or something.
Who the hell is a Daddy Yankee?
You remember the song Gasolina?
No.
Okay. Whatever.
Oh, okay.
Wait, okay, you know Pitbull.
I know Pitbull, yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm charging. That's what I'm saying. They could have done any number of things, but that's bad money.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because he kind of like a... Yeah, okay, well, good luck with that NFL.
Yeah.
You're going to...
When y'all don't get no ratings for that?
Yep. Yep. Because Usher's ratings was off the chart. Kendrick Lamar was off the chart.
Kendrick Lamar had 200 million views on YouTube
Ooh,
in less
200
than
million.
in less than 24 hours. He broke Michael Jackson's record.
Ooh.
Like, I'm just saying. But everybody, Kendrick Lamar, Kendrick Lamar won had a year out of this world. Kendrick Lamar won all kinds of Grammys. Um, his whole feud with Drake. Yeah, so Kendrick Lamar just had the whole thing going.
Well, what's him? See, you got my comments again, didn't you? Yeah, so okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's just my point. I mean, if I can't understand you, I can't cheer you on in Spanish. I can't do any of that because I don't understand it, and I'm not gonna learn Spanish just to be able to understand what you're saying. I have no interest in that. So good luck with that NFL. I think you all gonna lose a whole lot of money, and halftime show everybody knows that's what you tune in for. So I hope you bring on some other people that maybe performs before you that's English, and then you can and then you go into your spiel, so then maybe you'll have a audience right there before you come on, and they'll be ready. So maybe you should do that. Yeah, like Brandon made a point when she said earlier when they did like Coldplay. He was like, okay, I know Coldplay, but they need somebody else. So they brought on what you said, Beyonce and Bruno Mars.
Right, that was
and
like
then they
two of the
performed.
big things.
Yeah.
They started off the performance, and then Beyonce was next, and then Bruno Mars. They took over, and then Coldplay came at the end to wrap it up.
Right, exactly. So you are going to need to do that. You're going to need to do that. So I don't even know what point that they're trying to prove. There's no point there. There's literally no point there.
You want some sports for real?
Okay. So Dr. Fight to pop in. But let's get into the sports wrap with Brandon and Dr. Fight. Yeah. So let's go to the sports wrap. Dr. Fight might come back in, but what do you say? Oh.
No.
Good job, you guys coming on. I don't know what happened to Facebook. Facebook is tripping today.
Facebook.
It kicked me off.
It kicked this one off for a minute, and then it popped back in. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, you have right now. You have a game going on. You have the New York Jets and the. I don't need that.
Well, you need to be loud. Get going.
Thank you. And the Miami Dolphins playing on ESPN right now. The Miami Dolphins are up 10-0. Both teams are 0-3, so we are looking for somebody's gonna get their first win. Woohoo! Not really. Later on this evening, you also have the 2-1 Cincinnati Bengals taking on the 1-2 Denver Broncos. That game will be on ABC. It's funny, Shannon Sharp and Chad Ochocinco. Chad Ochocinco played for the Bengals, and Shannon Sharp played for the Broncos. So they got a rivalry going on.
They got a bit going on.
Yep. And then let's see the rest of the scores from the weekend. The Kansas City Chiefs apparently got back on. I guess they got back on the roll. They beat the Baltimore Ravens 37-20. The Bears came back in the fourth quarter to beat the Raiders 25-24 after they blocked the field goal. And the Packers and Cowboys and Micah's return to Dallas, they tied after overtime. Tied 40-40. So the Packers are 2-1-1 and the Cowboys are 1-2-1. The Eagles remain the only undefeated team after they defeated the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 31-25.
Okay, she give us some salacious gossip in the NFL.
The slate is the Bad Bunny.
Yeah, boy.
Well, I mean, it ain't too much going on. It's the season going on. You got NBA coming up soon.
Yeah.
Well, I tried. I guess the Bad Bunny thing put her in the mood.
Let's see, you lost out really. She boring. She Dr. Fight, she boring. All right, let's go. What else?
Lamar Jackson injured his hamstring during the game. There's been no update, but their defensive tackle, Malabuke, is out for the season with a neck injury. For Dr. Fight his Giants, they started rookie Jackson Dart. He got his first win as a rookie, replacing the benched Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm. I don't like the way they keep picking on Russell Wilson. So they need to get off his back. But Russell, he should be coming up on his Well, he should go ahead and retire. Since nobody likes the way he plays, and they keep picking him, I think he should go ahead and retire.
He may
I
have
think he'd have made enough money,
he'd have made more than enough money.
and he's what 34.
36.
I mean, he can go ahead and get some kind of become a commentator somewhere. Yeah, but he's giving NFL enough of his life. When people start moving you around to different teams, like you spend a year here or 2 years here over there, then I think that's like a sign to say, you know what, it's time for me to wrap this up. And or maybe he wants to play long, like what you call it. But you got to get on a good team though. You got to get on a good team.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, like Tom Brady was on. How many teams did he go on?
2, because he was with New England for 20 years.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But Russell could have
And
stayed.
then-
I think that he should have stayed in what you call it.
In Seattle.
Yeah, I think he should have stayed there.
They didn't want him.
Because didn't he take them to a Super Bowl or something once or twice?
He took them to the Super Bowl twice. They won one.
And that's sucky.
Yeah, they just didn't want him. They tried to make it seem like he wanted to leave, but I just think they didn't want him.
Yes, because see, I was saying if he had a chance to stay there, I think he should have stayed there. Then he went from there to Philadelphia somewhere.
He went from there to Denver.
Oh yeah, he was there for what 2 or 3 years.
Yep, and then he went from Denver to Pittsburgh last year, and now he's in New York.
Oh yeah, see, maybe he'll stay in New York for a while. I mean, because New York, I mean, they need a whole lot. They need a lot of prayer and help because they suck. So maybe Russell will be exactly what they looking for, and they can rebuild a team around him.
Maybe.
And maybe get a few more years out of that. All right.
You never know.
Well, we hope so. All right, you guys, is that it for today?
Yep.
All right, those who are just joining us, we come on now. Y'all, if you all on the Eastern time, kick in at 6:30, right?
Yep.
Turn on at 6:30. What I hear? Kick on at 6:30, and if you're Central Standard Time Zone, come on at 5:30. And if you're on the West Coast, go on at 3:30. You can find us on those time zones wherever you are. We love to talk to you and love to have you. Woo! And keep in mind, tomorrow on Tuesday is the first show back for L Unfiltered. I have my special guest is going to be Raspberry Sky.
Oh, she gets it right.
I've been had it right, but apparently when some of the posts were being placed, it ended up being strawberry instead of raspberry. I'm gonna take responsibility for that because I know in my head it's Raspberry Sky. Anyway, this guy is super talented, an R&B singer. Let's say R&B new with a mix of, I forgot. He's gonna come on and tell you what he's mixing it up with. But he'll be here at 6 o'clock tomorrow.
6:30.
Huh?
Thought you said 6:30.
It's gonna be 6:30 my time. No, because I'm coming on 5:30 or 6.
I thought that show was still at 6.
Okay, so he's coming on at 6 or 6:30,
Wow.
which means he's gonna be on at 4 o'clock. He's in the Pacific Standard Time, so he'll be on at 4 on the West Coast. So make sure you guys tune in and watch him live. If you have any questions, you can ask him questions or comments. We're looking forward to that show. We love seeing Dr. Fight this evening. Thank you for, who was that? Thomas, maybe?
I think it's Tom.
Okay. Thank you for tuning in. And those others who are on my live, but it didn't went off on Facebook. I don't know what the hell is going on with Facebook, but it's tripping. So we're going to be back on Instagram next week. So Brianna got to fix that. All right, you guys. Enjoy the rest of the week. And join us tomorrow. You can check out our new. Oh, and make sure you go to KELM Radio and listen to what we have. We're on 724. We got new shows coming up there. Tim is coming up with a show, Uncommon. Brown's going to have her Sunday show. What is it? Sunday Soundwave? Mm-hmm. Sunday Soundwave. Brown doing Sunday Soundwave. She's going to do the late night vibes. And I'm going to I'm going to do the weekday, the after work. The wind down. I'm going to do the wind down. Unless some of you guys have interested and want to come in and have a show and have a spot on our station, let me know. Just hit me up in an email, KELM Radio, because we're filling up the spots. But, if you want to come on and be a part of something amazing and growing, we're going to be adding station KJLH, Los Angeles channel station. Yes. So make sure we out there and God is doing it. So thank you guys so much. Peace. That's why I say peace to hair grease. What do you say?
Peace and hair grease, but Thomas say you're welcome. Love you guys. Peace and chicken grease.
Okay, there we go. We got all the peace and love in it. See ya. Ciao. Make sure you guys come back and check out my artist tomorrow. I can't wait to talk to him. He's going to be on the cover of the next edition of Brave Magazine as well. Ooh, lot. Did I get it all out?
Yep.
Did I get it all in there? Okay. Thank you guys. Have a good evening.